Okay, let's see what game I'm playing next. I want to go to bed. It's not even late, by the way. It's like 4:30. Oh! Cool! I know this game, I started it, so it'll be nice to come back to it, actually. Hey everyone, Alex of All Trades here, and I am back with another gaming reveal live stream, and we are playing Deponia 2, Chaos on Deponia. And okay, so that seems loud. I played the entirety of the first Deponia game back on YouTube before I even was live streaming, when I was just doing recorded videos. And I started Chaos on Deponia and then didn't finish it because I switched to doing live streams, and this wasn't one that I continued. It was really weird that the wheel gave me Chaos on Deponia, but the thing is, as a warning, guys, my saved game is no longer on God Cloud, so there's probably a saved game file on my old potato PC, but I thought about digging it out and connecting it back up to my, but I was just like, I was like, it's been so long, it's been so many years that I should probably start the game over again anyway, so it'll be fine. So, new game. Remember something about killing a parrot. Wheel mode or classic mode? I guess I'll use the wheel, because it looks like you just scroll the wheel to pull out your inventory, so I guess I can use that.
Huh? What's this all about? Isn't that Ms. Hinkle's junk press?
No, that's the junk press from my trawler. You need to help me fix it.
Yeah, but it looks exactly like Ms. Hinkle's junk press from the tutorial in Part 1.
So what? Who's going to notice? Those who played Part 1 don't even need a tutorial.
I do.
Yeah, but I bet they're gonna play it through anyway, because they just can't get enough of me. Count
That's
me out.
also
I'm
true.
definitely not gonna suffer through this whole tutorial thing again. I mean, it was stupid enough the first time around.
Ah, come on. A little repetition can't hurt.
Then how do you explain this blister? That is where I burned myself when I repeatedly put my hand on a hot stove.
You never learn, do you?
Au contraire, I have a nearly photographic memory.
Do you now? So, do you remember how to use the interface in order to talk to someone?
Yes, of course.
Go ahead. Talk to me. Just point the cursor at me and left click as soon as the speech balloon icon appears.
No prompting. Talk to Bozo.
You don't have to say that aloud.
Hey, who's talking to you?
Hello there. You clicked on me.
Yeah, and I regret it already. But you see, there's nothing left here that you could teach me. You don't even know, how to look at an object.
But I already know that.
I see. And how?
I point at it with my mouse cursor and right-click when the eye icon appears.
Nonsense. That's not an eye. It's a ping pong ball.
With a pupil?
Yeah, it's loaded.
Why would they use a loaded ping pong ball as an icon for the action examine?
I'm about to demonstrate that using the small object lying on the ground over there by pointing the cursor at it and right-clicking as soon as the ping pong ball appears.
I'm holding my breath.
What's that?
It's the reactor lead head.
But it was a cathode plunger in the last game.
It's the lead head, believe me. You need it to repair the press.
And how exactly am I going to do that if I can't even pick the thing up?
Sure you can pick it up. Just point at it with the mouse to make the hand icon appear. Then left-click to pick it up.
Oh no, this has to be easier.
Easier than that?
Huh? Where'd it go?
You put it in your inventory. You know, where all your items go. You pick the thing up. Now use the mouse wheel to open the inventory.
Hey, there it is.
Exactly. Now, this is your inventory.
I knew that.
Here you can view all the stuff you're lugging around. You remember how to do that, don't you?
Huh. How did this strange thing end up in my inventory?
No idea. You might need it for the tutorial.
Tutorial schmutorial.
And? Any luck combining them?
I'm working on it.
Click on one of the two items with the hand icon to attach it to your mouse pointer. Then click on the other item to combine them.
I was just about to do that. Look here, bozo. I fixed the part.
I won't believe that until I see it in operation.
I know. My handyman skills are really incredible.
They're really not. They're terrible. He's awful.
So this is the thing I'm supposed to fix.
Right. But you need to be careful.
Hey, being careful is for people who can't handle surprises.
But in this case, the surprise would be the piston of the press, which, with all the force of an approaching steamroller, would crush your...
Don't say it. You're spoiling my surprise. So this is the thing I'm supposed to fix.
Right. But you need to be careful.
Hey, being...
But in this case...
Don't say it. It fits.
Next you need to...
Hey, you don't have to spoon feed me. I'll manage the rest.
Whatever. When you're ready, you need to...
Hold your horses, will ya? It's just a button. I think I can manage without your help.
Rufus, don't. You're standing right under the...
Don't panic. You don't think I'd fall for the same feeble gag twice. So, what was that again? I push this button here, and then...
Didn't look all that feeble to me.
They came out of nowhere.
So stupid.
With their cruisers, plasma weapons, and mechanical beards.
I forgot about the mechanical beards.
Organized. They took our village by force. They left nothing behind but tears and devastation. They were looking for gold and Elysium, the girl that fell from the sky. And only one person was prepared to save her. He woke her up, contacted her fiancé,
Yeah, this all went real well for him the
and
first
took her
time.
to the lower Ascension Station, only to learn the shocking truth once he got there. Cletus, Gold's fiancé, wasn't acting out of love. He had an agreement with Ulysses, the mysterious leader of the Organon, and Argus, his right hand. They needed the Ascension codes, hidden away in Gold's brain implant, and they wanted to erase her memory. They wanted to make sure no Elysian would ever know that our world is inhabited. For their goal was terrible beyond imagination. They wanted to blow up our world.
Aren't they orbiting this world? Seems like a
But they
bad
had
goal.
failed
I like
to
how this
happen
is real.
with the one. He swapped the cartridges. And he restored Gold's memory so that she could bear the truth to Elysium. The name of this one man, this selfless hero,
Selfless.
was Rufus.
And they just put his cartoon face over it. Oh god. Remember?
That wasn't the whole story, was it?
That was the
Nope.
first part. I think it's going to be a trilogy.
Sounds a bit unbelievable.
Yeah, unbelievably cool.
But if it really all happened like that, shouldn't I be on my way to Elysium with Cletus? So what are you doing here? Where is Cletus? Why am I unable to remember any of this? And forgive me for asking, but why is there a burning saw blade stuck in the side of the ship?
That. Oh, well,
But you
I
could
was about to
see
get
the
to that
rocket
part.
parts on
So
it.
listen up. Da, 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 da,
Hey!
da, 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 dun, dun, dun,
Why does he
dun.
make his own theme music to tell her? Oh, I forgot about this guy. It looks like Emerald City floating.
Again about accurate bacteria in the fridge. It's getting boring, but packing bags due to dirty socks I threw to lampshades rim order some anodons gone. Didn't
Oh, it's not.
Are you still not persuaded? There's cracks growing on your tympanic membrane. Remember Deponia, self-sacrifices and gosh, not to start all over again. Start all over again.
I thought it was in the original language that he was singing. Honestly, the water never looks this good in the game except for right here. I remember that much. Would you stop distracting me, girl? You're so cute. Because it's not a English language game originally.
Trash. Trash.
That's the engineer and his
And
wife.
more trash.
Isn't it adorable?
Yeah, sure. Hard to imagine I ever wanted to leave here.
Ah, Rufus. This is the lad I was telling you about.
What? Him? From what you told me, I had imagined a smart young man, not a filthy bum.
There's more to him than meets the eye. When I first met him, Rufus was still a... How shall I put this?
Just say it. I was a self-indulgent slob, but I'm steadily improving.
That's right. Right now, for example, he is helping Bozo to get the trawler shipshape.
So I am. I was going to ask you whether I can borrow your hammer.
No problem. You can take it from my toolbox over there.
Thanks, Doc. You're the best.
I still don't know, really. Something just doesn't seem right about that boy.
But Grandma Utz, whatever are you talking about?
I'm gonna kill her parrot. Where's my mouse? Oh, there it is.
May I interrupt for a moment?
Of course. Did you find the hammer?
Well, not exactly.
It's in my tool chest. You're welcome to take it, as long as you promise not to wreak havoc.
Not me.
Totally gonna happen.
May I interrupt for a moment?
Of course. Did you find the hammer?
Well,
It's in my... You're welcome, as long as you...
not me.
Aren't you worried he might steal something?
I trust him completely.
You really shouldn't,
Didn't you
man.
tell me that he suffers from an exaggerated opinion of himself?
Those days are over. Rufus has learned a lot. He is much more careful than before.
I forgot about that part. Wait, they are.
Rufus seems like a brutal thug to me.
Rufus? Brutal? Never.
I hope your young friend doesn't get too close to my John Thomas. The poor thing is so small and fragile.
Don't worry. The Rufus I know loves animals. He wouldn't harm the pretty little head of your John Thomas.
All
So good.
I'm saying is that he seems very clumsy.
Your fears are completely groundless. Rufus has become very careful since his last adventure.
Can't just grab the bird. The only thing I can do is flush it.
What if he suddenly blows a fuse?
Believe me, those days are over.
It just hits and straight.
And if he has to use the toilet, then he can do that on the trawler.
Of course, Grandma.
It's just that I have hardly any water left.
He's just getting a hammer.
Did he even wash his hands?
Of course he did. Rufus is very clean.
That's good. I have a very limited supply of water.
I'm not sure what it wants me to do. Somehow I killed this bird.
What if he said...
Believe me.
I think it would be flush it, but...
I just hope he doesn't turn my whole house upside down.
He's just getting a hammer. How much damage could he possibly do?
Can a person really change so much?
It's very simple. Once burned, twice shy. And Rufus has burned his fingers more than once. He has learned. I would bet the house on it.
Like, 100 or something, somewhere. Bigger. Okay, so I have this button which chomps up stuff. This one that is the flush for the sink. This one's the flush for the toilet. Is there another button somewhere that I'm missing? Poor bird. Oh, wait a minute. I know what to do.
If that's all true, then he must have turned himself around 180 degrees.
That's how it is. As if someone installed a power inverter in him.
And he shouldn't give John Thomas too much to drink under any circumstances.
Well, if that's all you're worried about,
Something like that can kill a little bird.
Rufus isn't going to drown your bird by accident.
He would ask before he used my water supply, wouldn't he?
Absolutely.
Good, good. I have to get by on what I have until the end of the month. Perhaps I'm worrying unnecessarily. After all, John Thomas is very good at self-defense.
You can't
Oh,
save the
Grandma
bird, by the
Phyllis,
way.
As if that would be at all necessary.
You have to send it through the chompy teeth. But first you have to hit the flash button. Right?
You almost have me convinced, but there is one thing that still worries me. He had better not clog my garbage disposal. The blades are so sharp. Things are always getting caught in there.
Oh, Grandma, you worry about the silliest things.
Oh, why he...
If you promise me that he will be careful, then everything is all right. Just as long as nothing happens to my John Thomas.
Promise.
Then I should apologize. I suppose your Rufus really must have improved.
Well, what do you know? Here it is.
Have you found it at last?
Yeah, sure.
It certainly took you long enough. I hope you didn't leave a mess.
Me? No way. But enough chit-chat. Bozo's waiting.
Just relax, Rufus. It's not like anything's on fire.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Didn't leave them to die in the fire?
By the way, what's that funky smell? Rufus, Have you gone completely off the deep end? You almost set Grandma Utz's heart on fire.
All for a good cause.
You committing suicide?
No, I'm traveling to Elysium.
But Rufus, we've been through all that. I thought you would finally become reasonable.
Become reasonable? I am reasonable. And that's exactly why my plan is gonna work this time.
What plan are you talking about?
Well, what does it look like?
It looks like a madman's attempt to refute the principle of action and reaction.
Close enough.
Goodness gracious me.
As soon as I step on these bellows, the cork will hit the 3 targets one by one. In a spectacular chain reaction, this will cause the rockets to be lit and the safety rope to be cut. I have calculated everything. Just watch and learn. Oh, and keep away from the falling blade if you want to hold on to your fingers.
There's a slingshot. He's on a giant saw blade with rockets tied to it. And yeah, there are 3 targets.
Second, the cork will ricochet off this pan.
I seriously doubt that. On what do you base this assumption?
Well, I drew a target on it, didn't I?
Oh, heavens.
The first target opens the gas tap on the Bunsen burner, which then lights the fuse.
Isn't it more probable that the cork will simply knock over the Bunsen burner?
My design is based on science, not some nebulous probabilities.
The calculation of probabilities is an integral component of all sciences.
For you, maybe. My science is based on hearsay and inner conviction.
Okay, so Bunsen burner pan, so it bounces, and then...
After the cork ricochets off the other 2 targets, it will hit exactly here. I've calculated everything precisely.
How did you calculate that?
Well, the way you calculate things. You lie down for a while, and these mathematical formulas come to you in your sleep.
I just wondered if you had anything to say to that.
An apology is about to be due. You'll see, I will go to Elysium.
Stop it, Rufus. The only thing you will achieve is a spectacular suicide.
Don't panic. I've calculated everything.
Is there anything else to click on to see?
The cork is in place and precisely oriented. Well, approximately precisely.
Approximately precisely. I have never heard anything so crazy in my life.
Light the fireworks as soon as the saw blade is in the air. Then, they will create enough spin to catapult me directly to Elysium. At the halfway point, eagles will start to fly alongside me if my sketch is correct.
Your sketch. Oh my god.
The cork is in place and precisely oriented. Well, approximately precisely.
Okay, I guess we're doing this.
Take a good look.
Rufus, no!
It hit him! No! The guillotine!
Doc, that's not a good place for a nap. The Bunsen burner could boil away the water in the vase any minute. And when the scales pan goes up, it will trigger the guillotine. The fuse is already lit. Doc, are you listening? Wake up! Oh, what a bummer. Save Doc, or go to Elysium. Save Doc, or go to Elysium. Darn it, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do?
You clearly saved Doc.
Doc, Doc, are you listening? Wake up! Oh, what a bummer. Huh. Doc really picked a great spot to fall unconscious. I have to find some way to get him away from there before the water boils away. The Bunsen burner is bringing the water to a boil. I have to hurry, otherwise the scale will trigger the guillotine. The Bunsen burner is bringing the water to a boil. I have to hurry. Actually, it should have held. I think I can reach it. Oh, not quite. Must be because of the wind. and whoop! Woof! Perfect body control, as always. I could hit that with a well-aimed toss, but that would just trigger the guillotine. And somehow, I doubt that Doc would still be in the mood for thunderous applause. Very clever. I'll simply solve the problem through a process of elimination. Doc will be proud of me if he isn't decapitated in the next few seconds. I could hit that with a well-aimed toss, but that would just trigger the guillotine. And somehow, I doubt that Doc would still be in the mood for thunderous applause. It's already broken enough. I could hit that with a well-aimed toss, but that would just... And somehow... Very clever. I'll simply solve the problem through a process of elimination.
Making fun of me.
Got him, if he isn't decapitated in the next few seconds. I could hit that with a well-aimed toss, but I just can't remember which side the glass eye is on.
I literally have no idea. Base. The guillotine. The Bunsen burner. The gas. The bellows. What am I supposed to hit with this? Said the gas is already broken enough.
Very clever. What? I'll simply Doc will be if he isn't decapitated.
Okay, there's not a lot of things. The guillotine, the vase, the Bunsen burner, the gas, which he says it's broken enough, the bellows, the panhandle.
Maybe I can scratch a little black powder out of there. That shouldn't affect the flight characteristics of the saw blade, should it? That tickles.
Okay.
With the right momentum, I could catapult the black powder into the air intake of the bellows. Easy and totally realistic. If the black powder reaches the flames, it could ignite the gas. And then, there's bound to be an interesting chain reaction whose outcome is very difficult to predict. What am I waiting for? Oh, it worked! I saved Doc!
I think I also killed him. This is not working out how we thought it would.
Rufus! Rufus!
Huh? What?
You haven't answered my question. How did you get here? I just don't understand.
That's because there is nothing to understand. The whole
Did he just
story
hum
is
that whole
nothing
time?
but one big filthy lie. Almost as filthy as Rufus, but not quite.
Cletus?
Of course it's Cletus. Why would that surprise you? I am not the one who barged in here uninvited.
I have come to save my planet.
Well done, moron. Goal and I had reached an agreement. I was trying to keep the existence of the Deponians a secret from the Council of Elders so that Deponia could be exploded, but Goal convinced me to tell the truth. We were just about to save Deponia. The escape pod was taking us to Elysium. Now, It's useless. We're not going to make it to Elysium, and the Council of Elders will never learn about the Deponians. Bravo, Rufus. That was a stroke of genius. Don't listen to him, Goal. He's lying through his teeth.
I don't know. His version does sound pretty convincing.
Now, remember, he's lied to you before. The Goal that I know would never have let him get away with it. That's because you only know one part of Goal, the part that is naive and idealistic. The Goal that I know is a fighter who will stand up for what she believes in. But there is a third part as well, and that part sides with me. Isn't that true, Goal? There is no third part. You tell him, Goal.
I just don't know. I can't remember a thing.
Of course you can't. Thanks to this Fleabag's brilliant intervention, your brain implant has been damaged. It's a habit of his. I'll fix it. Don't worry. You still don't get it.
How often is she gonna get brain damage?
If you really want to help Goal, then jump. We're directly over the ocean. With a little luck, you may even survive the fall. No! No, this isn't right! Oh, come on. Do what is best for Goal.
Okay. Good evening from the US. Eject button.
I won't let that underhanded traitor take Goal to Elysium. Oh, come on. Do what is best for Goal. That looks like an ejector seat. Huh. There's still dust on the label. A shrink ray. That's even better than an ejector seat. Wait. There's more dust. Awesome. A bear. That's my favorite so far. Huh. Must be the ejector seat after all.
Actually.
And again, the shrink ray. The bear. I like the bear. I better not blow again. Huh. Must be the ejector seat. And again, the
You put it on the bear.
Like the bear. I better not blow again. I'm what's best for Goal. No, don't! Ha! Nothing. Why? I wonder if... Uh-oh! No! Goal! You idiot! Goal! No, 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 no! You blasted idiot!
Cletus, help me!
Hang on! Don't panic!
I love the fact that Cletus and Rufus look the
Do you
same.
finally realize the damage you're doing?
Cletus!
Don't panic. I'll get you. Why don't I do everyone a favor and kill you right here? I'm coming, Goal. Hang in there. Where do you think you're going? I'm on my way.
Watch out! The rope's going to break at any moment!
What are you doing? Did you really think you could get away like that? Say bye-bye, Rufus. Cletus, no!
Cletus!
Ah! Oh dear, what have I done?
I still can't believe he really did that.
No need to worry, really. He's just like a wombat. He often falls, but he always lands on
All the others. No. What is that noise?
What the?
Goal?
Don't be silly. If that were gold, the next we could expect... Rufus?
Rufus. Ouch.
God, this game is so, these games are so silly.
Everything's ready for detonation, Bailiff. Acknowledged, Chief Blaster. Anything else? Are there no new instructions? We can start the countdown now. I appreciate your eagerness, but this is not a training maneuver.
Star Wars
This
reference.
is about destroying the zone around the Rust Red Sea before we blow up the entire planet. I see, Bailey. Stop interrupting me. I know very well what is at stake here. Do you think I wasn't aware of all the implications? It is true. Inspector Cletus has not yet reached Elysium. We can only guess what kept him, but as long as there is still hope that he will complete his task, we need not worry. Until then, I don't want to hear about any countdowns. Do you understand? Yes, I do, Bailey. Cletus is going to succeed. He will convince the Council of Elders that there is no sentient life on Deponia. And, if he should fail, then we shall see to it that the planet is indeed uninhabited. Dismissed. I have too many worries of my own to deal with your moral misgivings, so get out! Out, I say! Yes, sir. Where the devil is Cletus?
Only the most epic tales feature cruel depictions of saw blades crushed into cable boat walls. The attempt, though blunt-stunt, affected goals and planned, which surely can't be blamed on Rufus at all. Reckoning up the sum, the best was yet to come. For the end of part one seemed a little too coarse, and to a memory sent him to attend a second chance for a decent happy ending. A grand fling with dancing and booze and so forth.
A town with booze and so forth.
I think I ought to fire my chiropractor. Doc? Huh. We seem to have docked. But where is everybody? Huh. A note from Bozo, that old pirate. Good morning, lazy bones. Doc took Gold to his office. Huh. Finally someone who uses his brain. She wasn't feeling all that well. Yada, yada, yada. Blood from her ears.
Jesus.
Blah, blah. You can find me in the tavern. Tavern? Now that sounds promising. Huh, there's something else. Don't forget to go and see Doc. He needs your help. Why can't they ever manage without me?
Oh, they really should try to.
I would love to claim that I don't rummage around in trash, but who am I kidding? After all, this is Deponia.
Yeah, Deponia is a trash planet.
Oh, that is disgusting. No, I've had it. I simply do not belong here. Wait! What's this? Hey, that's my old anchovy bait. It's still good.
Gross.
Huh. The floating black market is in the middle of the Rust Red Sea, far from the cruiser routes of the Orgonaut. That's good. I can't leave here, not without gold.
It is pretty hilarious to call your female, your damsel, Goal. But it's written like jail, like the British way of saying jail, or the older way of saying writing jail.
Nothing beats a fresh breeze from the sea. The smell of freedom and adventure. And tar, toxic chemicals. And Tony's mother?
Shh! You're scaring the fish.
Rotten fish. Close enough. But this native presents a welcome opportunity to make use of my cosmopolitan tactfulness and my linguistic skills. Me Rufus, where I find lab belong to Doc.
Are you talking to me, ape man? We put maps up for people like you.
Ah, you mean heroes passing through?
I mean people we prefer not to talk to.
Hey, just so you know it, I have an excellent sense of direction. I don't need your stinking maps.
So what you looking at it for?
I'm not looking. I'm just shooting it a contemptuous glance. Doc's office is in the industrial park. But where's the tavern? Ah, well, who cares? I guess I'll go see Doc first then.
Okay. This is where I am. I don't know how I'm industrial park. Oh, I could just...
First, I have to help Doc get Goal back into shape. Can't have the old coot grabbing all the credit for himself. So much wonderful potential for a festive, all-consuming fire.
I have is sardine on a stick.
According to the delivery note, the crate contains a replacement airbag for the canal gondolas.
Oh, it's platypus!
Caution is required. The colorful ones like to bite back. Oh man, that was a lousy Easter. I never touch stuff that some stranger has already had in their rear end. What an ugly nest. It must belong to an extremely ugly bird.
Oh, the dog.
White, of all things. The wet blanket among colors. Even more potential for even more dramatic turns. Who needs something like that? You can feel it when the electricity flows. There's a guard dog. Here's a stick. This task under-challenges my combination skills. I'll just trash the stupid mutt. I'll show him who the superior species is around here. What a cute little doggy you are.
I beg your pardon? My name is Cleverbite. I'm an autonomous, cybernetically highly developed service unit, programmed to perform complex security tasks.
Cleverbite. Oh, such an amusing name for a robo-dog.
I will not suffer such indignities. Through the neuronal connection of computer circuits with organic cerebral matter, I am capable of processing more than 3,000 floating point operations per second.
Can you sit up and beg?
Perhaps not, but I could sit up and grab something until you beg me to let go.
You know, you've got quite an attitude for a cyber whatever mongrel, but I'm pretty sure that your bark is worse than your bite.
Do you hear me barking then?
I don't know. All I can hear is
Nerdy ramblings,
I'll ask Doc to make you a cyber muzzle.
To do that, you would need to get past me, right?
I'm not going to allow some stupid mutt to block my path.
Actually, I'm a superior cybernetic.
Superior.
Let me show you who is superior here. Down.
I am not sure I have comprehended your intention.
That's because you're only a silly dog.
It might help if you could talk in complete sentences.
Down, boy.
Bravo. With a little more effort, you might indeed be capable of forming an entire sentence.
Ha! Piece of cake. I hereby demand that you perform the act of down.
Good boy. But I'm still not sure what you're really trying to tell me.
Well, down, down, see?
He's gonna do it, yeah.
Like this.
This guy cracks me up.
Let me through. I have to see Doc.
Oh, but I can't do that. If I let you through, my designation as a watchdog would be completely compromised.
And if you don't, you'll be completely compressed. I think you're forgetting who's the superior species here.
Then why don't you simply show me?
Will you please let me in?
That sounds better already. But I didn't quite get the third word you said.
Please.
Talk directly into the audio interface.
If you insist. Please, 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 please!
Stop it! Oh, please, stop! You're overloading my circuits!
Who's a good robot dog?
I need to think about that one. Your mother, perhaps?
You rotten! Stupid mutt!
What? You're giving up already? How disappointing.
Black would be better, with flames glued to the side up front. And maybe a dragon with a battle axe.
You're not gonna do it.
We'll see if he's still laughing when I shut his tin trap for him. Hey, look what I've got! Ah! Hey, look what I've got! And now, be a good dog and fetch the stick. What's wrong? Fetch the stick! Or are you too stupid?
Yes, exactly. That's it.
Fetch that stick.
No.
You go fetch that stick now. Attaboy!
If you're so fond of that stick, why don't you go get it yourself? And if you're a good boy, I might even let you pass.
That tin can is even too stupid to fetch. Go on! I just threw a stick, and you are a dog. So, what do dogs do in a case like this?
I wait for you to make an even bigger fool of yourself?
No, wrong. You fetch the stick. Or are you too stupid? Wait. I'll show you how it's done.
Leave that leg up.
Oh, boy. really just do that, did you? I can't take it anymore.
Something seems to be wrong with this lamp. It flickers constantly. Maybe the fixture's loose.
Decapo! Decapo!
I have no idea what that means.
Exactly. That barking trash can may think he can shock me, but I'll show him what a shock... What the shock... I mean, what the shock... Oh, whatever. Some ingenious pun with shock. Shock. Because of the electric shock and so on. Oh, come on, Rufus. You don't need a punchline to be brilliant. Black would be better. And maybe... Now he's in for a nasty shock. Hey, what's wrong? Are you giving up?
Yes, you were right. This stick business is just too much for me.
You stupid muddy cur. Here, like this.
No, don't.
You put the
You...
stick in your mouth.
Rufus!
Oh boy, I can't take it anymore.
Am I gonna laugh him to death? Oh, he just broke. Yeah, he just broke. So I broke him instead of tricking him.
That is a techno flux inductor thingamy. I can spot one right off. Does it have juice?
What is going on out there? Stop playing around with the equipment and come in.
It's time for another brilliant maneuver, plus or minus 10 minutes. Not necessary. I've got all the time I need. Hey, Doc.
Rufus. At last, Goal really almost bought it this time.
But, as I can see, you have everything under control. I'll go look for Bozo then. He mentioned a tavern.
Her implant has been badly damaged. I need to operate
Again.
right away.
Oh, the
There's
shark!
only one problem. The data cartridge is not going to survive the procedure.
I take it that's a bad thing?
Well, yes. Her entire mind is stored on the thing. Her memory, her character.
The ascension codes.
I can save the data, but I need a bunch of empty cartridges.
And these cartridges are hard to obtain?
Not really. This is the floating black market after all. There's nothing you can't get here. And brain implants are currently all the rage. I installed another one just the other day. You will find the cartridges in the gadget shop.
What? Why me?
Because I need to get ready for the surgery.
And I need to familiarize myself with the local circumstances. Bozo said something about a tavern?
He just wants to go get drunk.
Right. So I get those cartridges in the gadget shop?
It's right by the harbor, outside the city gate. Just have them charged to my account. But make very sure that you get the good cartridges. The cheap ones are bound to cause problems.
Oh, it's your money. She's almost always unconscious when we run into each other. I wonder if there's a connection.
There is. You
Nonsense.
keep knocking her unconscious.
Goal? Goal!
She can't hear you, Rufus.
No problem. I know what to do. All I need is battery acid, gunpowder, bull's blood.
Or you can simply bring me the cartridges as I asked you to do.
We'll see.
That's a reference to a way you solved a problem with her brain in the first game.
I wonder if he can do it. Not without my help, that much is certain. So, I get those cartridges in the gadget shop?
It's right by the harbor, outside the city gate. Just have them charged to my account, but make very sure.
A tinkerer's best friend. The carelessness of fellow tinkerers who leave their tools lying around. Chew first.
That was a reminder that you were not to poke around in my things.
Okay, reminder heard and ignored.
Rufus?
It's okay.
That's compliment. This is so easy compared to Mist and Ribbon.
Hey, you.
Who? Me?
No, we're talking to the three-headed platypus behind you.
Like you actually would.
We've been watching you.
We know what you're planning.
Oh yeah? Seems like you know more than I do.
News spreads fast in the floating black market. You've got something very valuable there.
It mustn't fall into the wrong hands.
And your hands would be the right ones?
Let's just say we're friends.
We're the good guys.
We fight against oppression by the
Why
Organon.
are you wearing masks?
The Organon is planning something
Something unspeakable.
so unspeakable that we cannot talk about it.
We've got to go.
We've already said
I'm sure that's what unspeakable
We'll be back.
means.
And then we'll get what is rightfully ours.
Do not talk about this to anybody.
Keep your back to the wall.
And do not forget who your true friends are.
Death to the Organon.
Death to the Organon.
What was that all about?
Yeah, it's a good question. And then they're not over there.
I never touch stuff. Oh, that can be used to close the pipe. Right now, it's open.
Okay. What is with this sword?
Blasted religious nuts! You just don't get it, do you? If you want to meet Jamaica, keep it up, but I'll help you on your way. What the? Who are you?
She was serious.
What have you got on offer?
My specialty today is cuts and stab wounds for obnoxious visitors.
Holy crap
What are you
on a
doing?
cracker.
Is your foot stuck? Your foot's stuck.
I would like a knife.
In your gut or in your eye? You can have both.
Do you think that's the smartest way to treat a potential customer?
You? A potential customer? Ha! Just look at you! You should be glad I haven't shot you yet! With the emphasis on yet!
I think I lost my way.
Yeah, I think so too. But I've got good news for you. It's not gonna happen anymore in the future.
Because then I'll know my way around.
You won't be able to walk, that's why.
I guess I'll be on my way then.
Yeah, don't even think about bugging me again.
Missy, stop it. Making too much noise down there.
I feel like I'm being watched. This is apparently a real hand. They don't appear to think much of dice games here.
She is not selling anything right now.
What amateur installed this? It's in need of realignment. What amateur installed this? It's in need... Ooh, why does that always happen to me with antennas? Closed. Too closed for my taste. Oh, no. I can't while someone's watching.
They told me where to go, but I...
This isn't a trash-burning engine. What a weirdo. Couldn't he find a decent job? A music stand? Uh-oh, that spells trouble. I don't see a switch. No matter. With a little technical know-how, it shouldn't be a problem. Turn off! This isn't a trash-burning engine. A music stand? Uh-oh, that spells... Yoo-hoo!
Prego?
What is that sheet music?
La musica si fa volare. È una canzone molto romantica. La 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 la.
Calzone.
Prego.
Can't you sing something else for a change?
Con piacere. Ma sfortunatamente, but it's too bad. I have just uno singolo spartito. Only one musica scitta, comprende?
Some of it. Do you really have to keep rowing through the canals and singing?
Cantare, ma sì. I needed to drive off the... How do you say?
Boredom?
Grazie.
Ah, well, now that makes sense. Cool gondola.
Sì, il cabrio molto confortabile con tutto extra speciale.
With all the extras? What extras?
Airbag.
I don't mean to worry you, but the Organon is planning to blow up Deponia.
No apprensione, tanto vari. Con una bella canzone on your lips.
Alla is gonna be bene in the end.
Nothing's gonna be bene. The whole planet is gonna go kablooey.
So I will sing Finna Laura, la 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 la.
Oh, brother. I hope they hurry up with their explosion. Arrivederci.
Huh? What does that mean?
Oh, nothing.
He literally said a Italian goodbye, and he didn't know what it meant.
These foreign models are just pieces of junk. Something's always breaking down. What an ugly mess. It must belong to an extremely ugly bird.
I'm remembering now, I couldn't read any of the signs before either. Oh, I found the tavern.
Is that supposed to be a razorfish? To me, it looks more like a sword. Hey, hold still! Oh, darn it. Oh, it seems to have some sort of motion sensor. I'll catch this fish with my bare hands. What an ugly bird. Don't they have any face checks around here? May I bother you?
Not really.
Then I'll have to do it without your consent.
Oh my god.
Didn't we meet in front of Doc's workshop?
You must be mistaken.
No. You and your beefy chum, you were gonna take something from me. What was it you were yelling? Death to the Organon?
Death to the Organon! I mean,
Brought him out really fast.
Whoever would say such a thing? Not that it isn't a good slogan. I mean, someone must have put a lot of thought into that.
Why are you sitting here on your lonesome?
I'm waiting for a worthy opponent to play rock, paper, scissors.
Why do you think you might find one here?
Because people around here tend to give you the finger.
That makes sense. So you're a professional rock, paper, scissors player?
Yeah, I'm an expert, a professional gamer, a prestidigitator. Scissors is my forte. I've been training it for years and I can do it in my sleep. But my rock really rocks too. Once in a while, I'm still a bit hesitant to make full use of my paper. But my coach says that I can compensate for this weakness through speed and stamina.
I want to play.
Why not? But I need to see your fingers first. Did you bring them?
Well, the last time I looked, they were at the lower end of my arm. Let me have a look. Yep, here they are.
Nice try, buddy.
Why? What's wrong with them?
Those aren't official tournament fingers. They might be loaded. Come back when you have an official tournament hand.
Oh. Okay.
I'll be off then.
See you around.
So I have to somehow get that hand, obviously.
I hope there's also something useful in there.
The mating song of junk crabs. The junk avalanche of tarantella. The Jolly Johnny song. The dead pigeon tango. I don't really think the music is changing. Yeah.
Whew. Despite my mighty strength, I'm not going to get anywhere without tools. The flap is screwed down. So that's how it works. Hi-ho, hi-ho.
Are you looking for trouble?
Oh, come on. Sing along. Hey-dee-dee-dee-lo.
Man, are you lucky I don't hit the handicap.
Hi-ho.
Are you looking for trouble?
Oh, come on. Sing along. Hey, D.
Man, are you...
Okay. Can I give him the bait?
Leave me alone. I have to work.
3 hi-hos for our diligent low-income workers. The ambience is perfect.
Hey, leave the candle alone. It's the only thing that provides light in here when the generator goes on the fritz.
That must be Gulliver. He looks all right to me, but he's a lousy replacement for Lonzo. Hi.
Ah, a new customer. Welcome to Gulliver's Gully. I'm Gulliver. If you need to use the bathroom, let me know. Then I'll give you the key, the flashlight, and the wolf repellent. We assume no liability for damages caused by the peanuts on the counter. So, what can I do for you?
Gulliver's Gully doesn't sound terribly inviting.
My customers aren't used to being invited anywhere. Who would want to invite thieves and smugglers? Or people with infectious mouth diseases? Now, if you're looking for an inviting ambience, you better go uptown, kid.
I've got a few questions regarding your regulars.
Spit 'em out.
Don't you ever run into problems with the organon? To me, it looks like everyone here is doing whatever they want.
That's right. The authorities leave us alone here. Portofisco is far away, and the magnetic train route runs along the coast. That's how the floating black market was formed in the first place. We're always in places where the organon doesn't look.
And if I told you that it won't stay that way for long?
Then I would tell you to go join Janosch and his resistance windbags. Only an idiot would believe in that conspiracy crap.
Do you know Captain Bozo?
Sure. He drops anchor here on a regular basis. I think he's got something going on with the owner of the weapons store in Little Venice. She won't break your heart. She'll perforate it with a repeating laser.
And Bozo has a thing going with that fury? I can hardly imagine how that would work out. Go on, tell me about Bozo's girlfriend again.
I think he's got something going on with the owner. She won't break...
And Bozo? I can hardly imagine. That's it for now.
Yep, that was definitely enough.
It's pretty dark in here.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Most of my regulars aren't a pretty sight. But if you think this is dark, just wait until the generator breaks down again.
Does that happen often?
Unfortunately, yeah. It's the salty air. Almost the same effect as sugar in the tank. Odd, isn't it?
A drink, please.
Have you got any money?
Well,
I thought so. I mean, just look at you.
Why does everybody always say that?
Come back when you've got money. Transients don't get a tab here.
What else is there to see in the floating black market?
Don't tell me you're a tourist. In that case, you'd better go uptown, assuming they let you in. Downtown is reserved for smugglers, fences, gamblers, and pirates. For a special thrill, I recommend watching the platypus pataka in the market arena. However, fighting only takes place when two squabblers are going after each other.
Can't the jukebox play a different song for a change?
What do you mean? It plays a different song all the time.
Are you sure? It does sound pretty familiar, you know.
Leave my jukebox alone. Nothing but classics in the playlist. My favorite is the mating song of the junk crabs, but only when the door's closed. I have enough complaints about crab bites as it is.
I, need to use the bathroom.
Then you should sign this waiver first.
A waiver? I hereby confirm that I am not entitled to seek damages against Gulliver, Gulliver's Gully, or Splash Me Toilet Outfitters in the case of blah, 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 hair loss, chemical burns to the nasal mucous membranes, blah, 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 blah,
spider bites, rat bites, wolf bites, leprosy, psoriasis, or any kind of curse inflicted by indigenous tribes? Who would sign this nonsense?
Well, the owner of the drugstore, for one.
Is he suicidal?
No. Blind. Using this bathroom is also a popular test of courage. I mean, popular with those who are named in the will. Garliff up there currently has a bet going on with his buddy, Lebo. But, I don't think he's gonna do it. He's still got plans.
Yeah, well, I have a plan, too. I'm planning not to act like a coward. Hand me that pen.
You don't have to do this. You know that, right?
I've never done things I had to do.
Well, then, good luck. When your
That's
urge
a
to
little
go
true.
becomes stronger than your sense of self-preservation, you can ask Garliff for the key.
I'll do that. See you later.
Come back when you're serious about buying a drink.
May I bother you again?
Aren't you gonna do that anyway?
Got a point there. Have you got the key to the tavern bathroom?
Yes, but I still need it. I have this bet going.
You bet that you would use that bathroom?
Yeah, but I simply haven't worked up the courage yet.
Scares the crap out of you, does it?
That's what I'm waiting for.
I'll be off then.
See you around.
Terrific first mate I've got there. I have to do all the work, and he sits there guzzling grog.
First mate, what are you talking about? I'm just giving you passage on my trawler, for which, by the way, you still haven't paid.
Oh yeah, good old bozo, always mumbling some ancient sailor's curses. Hello, bozo, old pirate.
We've been through this, Rufus. I am not a pirate. I'm only a junk dealer with my own trawler.
Yeah, right. And the parrot on your shoulder is only perching there by chance.
I don't have a parrot, Rufus. I've never had one.
Is that so? Then who did I feed those earthworms to whenever you were asleep?
You're a rare bird yourself.
An eagle.
Say, Rufus, was there anything in particular you wanted to talk to me about?
Certainly.
Then what are you waiting for?
The multiple choice box.
Wait a minute. Worms?
Shh. Here it comes now.
No, John.
Oh, don't tell me I slept through the entire passage.
Like a platypus, only you mumbled in your sleep.
I was dreaming of my next big adventure.
Would that have anything to do with ballet, sweet cheeks?
I went to see Doc, and now I need to find the gadget shop.
Say hello to Gilligan for me if he happens to be in. It's by the pier, just to the left of the city gate.
How's the grog around here?
This is peppermint tea.
Yeah, right. Tell me another one. Pirates drink grog. Everybody knows that.
But I'm not. Listen, I talked to Doc. He says your skewed perception may be an indication of a serious head injury.
And the scar next to your eye may be an indication of an exciting sea battle. Harr!
Seriously. Did you ever fall on your head?
Oh, like 1,000
It's been 2
times.
times since we've met.
Anchors away! Hoist the sails! Avast, ye landlubbers! Yo ho 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 ho!
Oh, well. None of my business. Just as long as you don't forget to pay me for the passage.
Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum! Arr. See you later.
Don't get lost.
So I can't go into the bathroom until I get the key from Garliff, but Garliff is not
Locked.
gonna give up the key. Do I still have... Yeah, I do. Okay. Somehow I have to get the generator to turn off. I have eggs to find too. I know where one of them is, I just don't know how to get it out. The walrus looking an old lady.
Roo, refuse, roo, refuse, roo, refuse, super diffuse. Hey, you can say what you like about those black market bums, but they have good taste in music.
What the hell was that? Yeah, I noticed the eyes in the trash like immediately.
A colony of junk crabs. Cute. I never throw anything away before I sink my teeth into it at least once. That's my little contribution to keeping this planet clean. It's empty, if you don't count all the creepy crawlies.
Why did he... I don't know why he just did that.
An out-of-the-way door in a dark alley. I wonder where it leads.
That isn't the secret knock.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't. The secret knock goes...
You fool! Now you've given it away. Let me in.
First, the knock.
All right. Now can I come in?
No, wait, I got that wrong. That was the old knock.
What? But...
I know, it's a shame we changed it. The old one was much easier to remember. Nevertheless, we're using the new knock now.
And how does it go?
It's a secret.
Oh, darn it.
I guess I'm gonna have to hide in there at some point when something happens.
What's that? Great. Hey, hello? What do you mean, bleh? The nerve. I've never seen such a snooty door sensor.
So I can't really get in. Oh, there's another egg! There's an old guy over there.
Who uses a spade to rake? Oh, look!
Hey, Oatpoke.
It's Hoedown, the garden gnome! Hoedown, ugly and terrific. Even more filth. What an ugly mess. It must belong to an extremely ugly bird. Empty except for the bird droppings. A rake! That could be useful.
Alright.
Somebody should tell them that polka dots are totally out. Cool.
A freely accessible dumpster with expired drugs. Expired tranquilizers. Huh, better than nothing. Yoo-hoo!
What? Where?
So, what do you sell here?
What does it look like?
Well,
No, seriously, what does it look like? I'm blind, you know.
I see mostly mind-altering substances, illegal drugs, and questionable medications.
Oh, good. That's all right then. This is my drugstore, apparently. How may I help you?
I would like to buy something.
That's good. That's very good. What will it be?
I would like a +5 healing potion.
Sorry, all sold out. But I have some antidotes on sale.
Nah, never mind. I'll save my money then. What's in that bottle back there?
Undiluted ethanol with antifreeze? Tastes all right, really. I used to drink that a lot until I was eventually no longer able to find the bottle.
That's why he's blind.
Have you got any sedatives?
Yes, but you need a prescription.
I've got a prescription right here.
That's not a prescription. That's a button you tore from your coat.
Are you quite sure about that?
Listen, I may be blind, but I'm not dumb.
Well, maybe you should get a second opinion. Are you giving away anything for free?
Not really. The only thing I could offer you is a sample of this new plant. It contains various mind-altering substances that have never been tested on humans. Incredibly dangerous. Absolutely illegal. And the possible side effects are both unpredictable and unspeakable.
But it's free.
Yes, but
In that case, can I have it?
not so fast. You can only have the Cucumis agnito in exchange for a free coupon.
Cuckoo. What?
Cucumis agnito, the cucumber of revelation. The active ingredient is in its juice. Unfortunately, the shell is very hard.
Hard shell, dangerous content, unpredictable side effects? Oh, just like me. Won't you let me have a free cucumber?
Only for a coupon.
Ah, great. And where would I get one of these coupons?
From the Free Pharmacy magazine, of course.
But I don't see a free pharmacy magazine here.
Neither do I. But do you hear me complaining? It's prominently displayed here somewhere.
No, it's not.
When I took my break earlier, one copy was definitely still there. I tested a new laxative, and suddenly everything had to go very fast.
And you took the magazine to the bathroom with you? What for? To read the cartoons?
Ever heard of Braille? Also, Gulliver's Tavern is always out of toilet paper.
So it's in the bathroom.
Ah, nothing I need right now.
You get what you deserve.
I'm new here. Are there any sites you would recommend?
Very funny. I'm blind. Just in case you hadn't noticed.
Hey, nobody's perfect. Nobody but me! You're blind? How come?
Let's put it like this. I should have read the directions for use while I still could.
From here, you know, you've got a great view of the marketplace.
Oh, that explains a lot of the noises I've been hearing lately.
What do you hear then? Any news or exciting rumors?
Sorry to disappoint you, but that rhythmic background music draws out everything. Except for occasional cheering coming from the arena.
Have you been to Bellevue recently?
Very funny.
I'd noticed that music too.
I wish it were possible to switch it off somehow. Too bad I've run out of earworm repellent.
Wait a minute. What is that? What's up with that arena?
I've been wondering about that myself. All I know is that it's a cauldron-shaped pit in the center of the marketplace. Some kind of sporting competition is held there, involving platypuses, I think, and water.
Water?
Yes. Luckily, they've now built a railing around the arena.
Boo boo boo!
Peekaboo! Get lost!
See you later.
Not if I see you first.
An asshole.
Oh, sole mio.
Oh no, wait.
I never touch stuff that some stranger has already had in there, really.
How do I get
Caution
him?
required. The colorful ones like to bite back.
How do you pick up the eggs? That's
And
not
who
good.
have we here?
Well, if it isn't the newcomer that everyone's talking about.
They're talking about me. High time, too. All those stories of my heroic deeds are actually quite understated.
We're not interested in fairy tales.
You've got something that we want.
Huh. Tough. Good looks is something you're born with.
We're talking about the secret ascension codes.
The Ascension codes? Over my dead body. Wait. Let me rephrase that. Uh-oh. Ow! Ow! Oh! Ouch! Ow! Ow! Oh! Ouch! Oh! Ow! Ow! Oof! Ow! Oh!
He hasn't got the money.
I guess he isn't as stupid as he looks.
So what do we do now?
We'd better report this to Donna.
Donna.
Oh! Oh! Lots of friendly people here. Maybe I should tone it down a bit. It's really small bait. Nothing like my epic whale bait made from phosphorescent anchovies. What was it I didn't want to do again with jars full of hooks? Oh yeah! Stick my hand in. Ow!
Now I have a hook.
A boring guy with an even more boring hobby. What do I do first? Save the world? Repair my girlfriend's brain damage? No, I know. I'll look at this bucket. Sweet. Yoo-hoo!
Scram! You're scaring the fish!
But...
Shoot!
Welcome to Gilligan's Gadget Garden. You are being served by Shopomat 2000. How may I help you?
Yeah, Doc sent me to get a set of cartridges.
Of
He's
course,
crying in
we
there.
currently offer 2 different brands. The first
He's
is
screaming.
Platinum Proof Professional. They are somewhat more expensive, but of better quality. There is a cheaper kind as well. Cowboy Dodo's Jolly All-Purpose Cartridges. Their quality may not be top of the line, but they come with a free, colorful lollipop.
He's gonna take the cheap shit.
So, which brand do you prefer?
And
Oh,
those
God.
are really the good cartridges?
Of course. Remember, Goal's mind is at stake here.
All right. Here goes nothing.
God damn it. None of those options were bad options, and yet he still ended up with the fucking lollipop.
Did it work?
I'm not sure. Something's not right.
Rufus? I might have known. Why does the same question pop up in my mind every time I set eyes on you?
Who's that good-looking guy in the snappy overcoat?
Where am I?
Because the aura of my magnetism is befuddling your sense of orientation.
Seriously, where did you drag me off to this time? And what is that awful smell?
This is the floating black market. You're safe here.
Safe. Rufus, I was on my way to Elysium.
Well, yes, you were, but with the wrong guy.
Cletus wanted to help me.
And you trust that lying slime bag?
Yes, who I am more likely to trust. My fiancé or his cheap imitation?
Hey, what's up with you?
What's up? I wake up only to find myself in some stinking torture chamber. That's what's up with me. I'm already itching all over just because I'm forced to breathe this foul, polluted air. I'm about to be sick. I need to get out of here.
It seems different.
She seems to be pretty mad.
Not really. I just have a certain effect on explosive women.
What, lighting the fuse?
Very funny. But she actually did seem a little volatile. Are you sure you didn't mess her up somehow?
I think I might be able to explain this. Some information wasn't written to the cartridge, almost as if we'd used the cheap ones.
Not as cheap as your excuses.
Her mind appears to have been split 3 ways.
So, the woman who just stomped out of the lab is only a part of Gold?
And not the most agreeable part, I hope.
Come on, Doc. I thought you were an expert.
It is nothing that I can't fix, but for that, I need all 3 cartridges, including the one that is currently inserted in her implant. Also, I cannot operate without the consent of the patient. Therefore, all 3 parts of Gold must cooperate before I can go ahead with the surgery.
Oh yeah, judging from her mood, she'll be positively enthusiastic about you flipping open her skull again.
Agreed. Maybe you had better start with a different part of her character.
Huh?
Take the 2 cartridges that are still in the output hopper. And this thing.
What is it? A remote control?
Not quite. See that compartment in the back? Just insert one of the other cartridges and press the button when you're close to goal.
That's what I said, a remote.
It's more complicated than that. Data's written to a buffer and
I can zap back and forth between 2 characters.
No. Yes. Something like that, but
just like a remote.
Just like a remote.
Cool. I wish I'd had one of these for Tony.
Hurry up, Rufus. The longer the fragments of her character get used to their independence, the more difficult it will become to talk them into having that surgery done. Go find Goal and persuade her. All 3 parts of her. I will prepare everything else here in the meantime.
All right, here we go.
Okay. Budget hook, expired pills, an antenna, screwdriver.
I already hooked that. All this idea is missing is the right spin. I can transport that without a bucket, too. I like the feeling when it bounces back and forth, loose in my pants. I've got almost all the components for a fishing rod now. It should be possible to build something useful out of it. A bait bucket for flounders. No. Or a landing net, perhaps. The idea was already lame before the tranquilizers came into play. All this idea is missing is the... It should be possible to build a height-adjustable... No. The idea was already... I already hooked that. I can transport that without... I like the feeling when...
That didn't do anything, but it also didn't make things worse. And I'm sure those scratches were already there. It should be possible to build a toolbox for washers? No. The idea was already... I already hooked... I can transport that. I like the feeling... I'm sure I could extend the range of the remote with it. Then I could comfortably switch goal back and forth from the couch. All I need is the couch.
You won't actually do it, though.
The idea was already laid. It should be possible to build a fully automatic fishing rod with automated targeting. No. Or a landing net, perhaps. It should be possible to build a bait bucket for flounders. Or a landing net. I already hooked that. I already hooked that. I can transport that. I like the feeling. I can transport that. I like the feeling with it.
Okay. I was just checking.
Black would be better. And maybe a drag.
Where did she go?
That isn't the...
Oh, sole mio.
Ah, there she is.
She's got style. She's right for me.
Oh, it's one of those creepy guys. Wait a minute.
All right, Rufus. This is a routine situation for a ladies' man like yourself. Easy peasy. No reason at all to be nervous. You are eloquent and witty. Very handsome. And your hair smells of solvent. Now, for the right facial expression. Here it comes. Check. Charm cannons at full blast. And now, to come up with the best possible line. Oh, that's it. A classic. Take a deep breath, and then... Here I go.
What the hell just happened?
Heavens, it's you again. You never give up, do you?
So, this is where you've been hanging out.
Believe me, I would much rather be on the West Promenade by the rotating gardens. At this time of year, Morris serves the best soyacino in all of Elysium. Instead, I'm sitting in this hole in the ground drinking... What is this, anyway?
Camel drool. What else?
Camel drool.
No, wait. The camel drool's still under the counter. What you got there is the tincture for my nail infection.
Ah! Does that mean you bathed your filthy nails in this?
Yeah, but go ahead and drink it. Apparently it only works on fingernails.
And this is where my
Ew.
mechanisms of repression should be kicking in. Ah, here they are.
Are you mad at me for some reason?
Whatever makes you think that? You kidnapped me, caused me a bad head injury.
That's not the way I remember it.
You appear to be suffering from a perception disorder.
You mean, in reality, you're not sexy at all?
Just stay away from me. Understood?
You have to come with me and see Doc.
What for? So you can demolish my head even further?
Ah, really turned your head, did I?
Turning heads and demolishing them are two different things.
With Tony's tortoise, they weren't.
Listen.
Aww.
I am dirty, my hair is a mess, and my head feels like someone sliced through my skull with a circular saw.
Yes,
That
but there's no
happened.
And to top it all off, I'm starving. So, you had better stay away from me.
Hey, if you're
She's
hungry,
starving.
I've got a leftover bowl of peanuts from our last mud cake festival.
Oh, yuck! It's growing hair. I bet this little bowl contains more killer bacteria than a biological warfare lab.
Nah, we're all out of killer bacteria. These are influenza viruses.
You must come with me. Something went wrong with the surgery.
What do you mean something went wrong?
Well, you know the fairy tale about the three bears? It was pretty much like that, just that there were no bears, and that your mind was, split three ways during botched brain surgery, that's all.
What?
No, don't panic, I'll fix everything. Won't you please just come along?
No, I'd rather starve here.
Can't we speed this up a little? We both know that you can't resist me forever.
I said no. And if you were a gentleman, you would know what that word means.
What do I have to do to make you come along?
First of all, you should look up the meaning of the word no.
Yeah, all right, let's assume I just did that. What would I have to do next? Could I interest you in a romantic dinner?
A dinner invitation? Really? Huh. Maybe there is a spark of gallantry left under that filthy coat of yours.
Dinner first. You can go looking for my gallantry later.
Which restaurants did you have in mind? And is it clean?
A restaurant? I was thinking of, an extra serving of peanuts. I mean, they're free, aren't they?
Yeah, if you don't count the doctor's bill.
Ah, great.
It sounded too good to be true. Just forget it.
Hey, baby.
There he goes again.
We're actually not all that different. Neither of us belongs on this planet.
That's right. I belong on Elysium, and you belong in solitary confinement.
No. What I meant was, we belong together. We are soulmates, so to speak.
I have no idea where you get that notion. I am sophisticated. I am educated.
Check.
I haven't got any communicable diseases.
But I still maintain that we're very similar.
Just don't come too close to me, will you?
Did it hurt when you fell from heaven?
It did indeed.
Oh, right. Yes, I can imagine. Here's looking at you, kid.
Why? Do you have a sty or something?
Now that you mention it, I've actually got a little eye infection.
Ugh, keep your distance, okay?
What's a nice girl like you doing in a place like this?
Good question. What am I doing here? Oh, I remember. You dropped me from the escape pod.
Saved you, dropped you. Doesn't all that depend on the point of view?
Only if you're a short-sighted idiot.
Luckily, that's easy to verify. Hey, Bozo, did I rescue Goal?
No idea. I gave up trying to understand what you were doing a long time ago.
You see? Bozo thinks I'm cool, too. I give up.
I'm afraid I already know you better than that.
Wait here. I'll be right back.
Is that a promise?
Of course.
Good. That increases the chances that you'll stay away.
What a woman.
Okay, that's all I'm gonna do for the night. So let's talk about schedule. God, I am glad to be playing this again. Even just once from the wheel. Alright, so the, I'm gonna mute that. The, book club book for Alice's Book Circle is And Then She Was Gone by J. Daniel Sawyer. And it's 99 cents for the ebook on Amazon right now. If you read the book, you can join the live stream if you have a mic. There's also a link to my Discord in the description of this video. There's a link to buy my novel in the description of this video. There is a banner that's to join my locals. If you join as a subscriber, you get exclusive access to things like knowing ahead of time what the gaming reveal game is going to be, and also the exclusive live streams on Sunday, and the early access to any highlights reels, except for the Warframer Destiny 2 highlights reels, and exclusive writing that is only available on my locals. And then that's everything permanent-ish. I don't know why my brain just shut down trying to say that word. Tomorrow night, nothing. Tuesday night, Baldur's Gate 3. Wednesday night, the Dim News on the Dim side on Rumble. Thursday at noon, the rerun of the Vampire exclusive live stream. Thursday night, the Dim side, we were talking about Much Ado About Nothing. Much Ado About Nothing and Anyone But You. Friday night is nothing. Saturday at 3 p.m., Caleb Beer's channel, we're talking about, what are we talking about? We are talking about the Master and His Emissary, the first few chapters. Saturday night, Darkest Dungeon. Sunday at noon, the exclusive live stream, and then no live stream Sunday night. So that is everything for the week. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Merch, 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 merch. Yeah. Check out my new shop at cafepress.com/AlexofAllTrades for all kinds of products with my face on them.